So recently, EA Games announced a new stuff pack that's going to be added to The Sims 4. Now, this pack is actually one I'm really excited for, mainly because within this pack, it's about the supernatural. It's horror. There's going to be more you can do with the ghost. You can make haunted house. But also, the biggest thing is that you can become a paranormal investigator, which I absolutely am most hyped for. So I thought, what better way of preparing for this pack is to make the best paranormal investigators ever. I mean, okay, they're not actually paranormal investigators, but these two guys would fit it the best. So today I'm actually going to be making Sam and Dean Winchester from the show Supernatural. One, because the show ended recently, and two, I would love to use these two Sims for the pack, because they're just the perfect one for it. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So when making these two, I got really inspired. I pulled up a random photo off of Google that I thought that was really good of both of them, so I had like a little bit of inspiration to go off of. And I know mine is not perfect. I'm pretty sure if you go to the gallery, you can find much better ones. But for me, I think they were okay. I think I did a decent job with the time I spent on them. I definitely spent more time on Sam than I did Dean, but I definitely had much more fun making Dean than Sam. Dean has always been my personal favorite character out of the two. I think my favorite character of Supernatural is Castiel. I really loved Castiel. Oh yes, I did not know how to spell Winchester, so when making Dean, I did have to look up how to spell Winchester so I didn't spell it wrong. But I've never been like the hardcore Supernatural fan like my sister, but I've always had a special appreciation for the show. I think the thing that I loved the most about the show, because I could relate to this, was being very close to my brother. I've always admired the relationship between the two. I felt like the actors have always done a great job getting us to believe that these two were actually really brothers, and they did such a good job with the connection between the two. And that's the way they ended the show. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but the way they did it was like so meaningful. I nearly cry, and I don't usually cry for shows and TV because I always feel like I'm just being a wuss or a baby. Not saying you are if you cry for a movie or show, but I don't cry that much because I'm a sociopath. But that moment, it was really good. I've always liked it. I am a little behind on the show. I think I've been stuck on season 5 for months now, like for years, not years, but for longer than I need to be. I used to watch them off of Netflix, but I don't have Netflix anymore, so I have no other way of looking them up. As you can see, yeah. Oh, yes, I definitely did spend more time on Sam. I had troubles finding the right shirt. I don't know why. I wanted like him to have a cute little jacket or something simple, nothing bright or pop. But I could not find the one I really liked. His hair and personality traits were easy to find, though, compared to Dean's. Yeah, I didn't realize how fast I went near Dean. So I did go back to Dean a couple of times during the making of these two, when I came up with a few things that I wanted, like the necklace. So I don't know when the necklace, like if he loses it. I haven't gotten too far, like from like 6 to like 5 to 8, 9. I'm kind of hasn't seen that yet, but I know for like 1 through 4, he had a turtle necklace that Sam gave him when they were kids, and I wanted to like give him that. It was really hard to find a necklace close to that, but I think I found one that was alright, or like a close enough. Yeah, that's something I think like OG Supernatural fans from the first few seasons will remember that. I always love how he used to wear that necklace. I don't think he wears it for the entirety of the series. I mean, the series will last for like 15 years, so not that I'm really surprised. Yeah, I've been watching it trying to catch up to finish it. My sister probably already has, but I did see the last few episodes. So I do know how it ends, so it's not really much of a surpriser. But, yeah. I know I'm just been rambling. I tried to commentate while I was making it, but I ended up getting really quiet because I get really focused when I make Sims. I get really quiet and then I just stop talking and I forget that I was recording. So, which is probably why Dean's build is much quicker, because I was trying to talk during when I was making Dean, but then I realized I stopped talking. So I ended up deciding just to do a voiceover because I couldn't keep talking. I don't know. I get way too focused with these. Yeah, I don't know if it turned out well, but for me it was just good enough. Good enough is all I am for this. So yeah, so then when it came to the house, because Sam and Dean don't really live in a house until they find that one like bunker, I decided to give them a simple starter home that I found off the gallery, because I didn't want to spend too much time on a house, and I've always wanted to use this particular house because I never had the chance to use it, because a lot of my Sims I use I either build a house or they end up living in like an apartment. So yeah, this is the house I ended up using. It's not mine. I did not build this, but it is cute. Yes, Sam and Dean have to share the same bed, and yes, I gave them their own laptop because they always need to research. They need their research to investigate the ghosts and the demons that they are going to be making. But as you can see here, these are some of my other characters that I have made and other houses that I have shared. And yeah, that is about it. I think it turned out quite well. I know it's not perfect. There are probably much better ones in the gallery, but I'm happy with what I did. So I will leave a link in the description of my gallery ID if you want to look up these characters myself. I surprisingly get a amount of downloads, but I guess I'm gonna end the video here. If you like this type of video, I might make more of these. Subscribe if you haven't already. I try to make videos as often as I can. And as always, till next time, bye!